AshkenaziLine. The line. Ashkenazi Jews are those who settled in Central and Eastern Europe, primarily Germany, Poland, Russia, Lithuania, Hungary, from around the 10th century onward. They developed Yiddish, a fusion of Hebrew, German, and Slavic languages, distinct religious customs, and tightly knit communities called shtetls. For centuries, they were scholars, merchants, artisans, and laborers, living under restrictive laws, confined to certain trades and regions, but building rich intellectual and cultural traditions. By the early 20th century, they made up roughly 90% of the world's Jewish population. What is my connection? My true ancestry matched my DNA to sites of Ashkenazi massacres, such as the one in Erfurt and the wells in Norwich. So these are my people. And so for me, it's personal. I hope someday to have the funds to visit these sites and lay flowers and mourn for the heritage I lost. 2. The tragedy pogroms, expulsions, forced conversions, and systemic violence for centuries. But the defining catastrophe was the Holocaust. Between 1939 and 1945, Nazi Germany and its collaborators murdered 6 million Jews, the majority of them Ashkenazi. Entire communities were erased. Yiddish, once spoken by millions, nearly disappeared. Families were destroyed, records burned, towns left empty. It was an attempt at total annihilation. 3. The navigation, some fled before the war to America, Palestine, South America. Others survived camps, forests, hidden by non-Jews or by sheer luck. After the war, survivors rebuilt in diaspora or in the new state of Israel. But the trauma was transmitted. Silence, hypervigilance, loss of language and tradition, gaps in family trees. Many Americanized quickly, shedding accents and old-world customs to assimilate and survive in a new context. But the grief stayed. 4. Why it matters today. It's the most recent genocide in your lineage, close enough that its survivors are barely gone. It explains the anxiety, the need for safety, the fear of visibility, the impulse to hide or conform. It's also about resilience, how a people on the edge of extinction rebuilt language, culture, and community. And it's a reminder that this kind of violence isn't ancient history. It's in living memory. It is happening again and again, the scapegoating of my ancestry, my people.